So, I just want to start off with saying I'm just going to keep going with how important it is to make proper decisions. Decisions make the world go round. Before anyone starts a business, before anyone attempts to do anything, they come up with this mental decision to tackle their purpose. Once again, you have to allow yourself time and space that you can make proper decisions. That's why it's important to distance yourself. You have to get yourself into a position where you have peace of mind to make your own decisions, that you can manifest the things that come to your thoughts. The things that come to your thoughts are for your benefit, depending on if you are in the right position, in the right mind state, to come up with healthy ideas, that you can make healthy decisions. And that takes distancing yourself. To get anywhere in life, you have to be able to be by yourself. You also have to be able to get rid of all fear. And you have to be able to put your trust in God. You can't do nothing without God. There's not one thing that you can accomplish that will be stable if God isn't in the picture. I'm speaking to everybody, all races, all ages. This is not just dedicated to my culture or my race. I like to help heal everybody. I'm a healer. You have to tell yourself these things. I'm a prophet. I've come to bring you some information and some knowledge and some wisdom that you may have not been able to come up with. Don't be discouraged if you want to start a business that, oh man, the market is oversaturated. Depending on how creative you are and how determined you are is depending on the potential that you have to be great and successful at what you put your mind to. I do think that one should pay attention to the area that they're in or the market that they're in, to make sure that you make the proper choices on what you could do. Like, say for instance, some things that you might try, it just might be oversaturated. You might go for a teacher degree, and you might want to teach elementary or high school, but it might just be wise to become a college professor where you're appreciated and valued. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what country you're in. You also, to be successful, it takes hard work and dedication. You have to outwork your peers. You might be in the same realm as somebody else, but you might give the same message, but your audience might be different. You know what I'm saying? Your audience might be different. So you might be able to reach an audience and tap into an audience that everyone else isn't able to tap into, even though you have the same message, even though you might have the same business. You might be a barber. You might offer different services at your barbershop than other barbers don't offer. You might take your barbershop into a community that has a lack of barbers, and you might offer something different. You have to also be creative in everything that you do, and you have to be dedicated. You have to outwork everybody. In my last video, I said I was in a wilderness, and I would have did this for free. Those are two statements. I'm doing this for free right now. What I meant when I said I would have did it for free is that I was trying to get into this years ago, life coaching, maybe theology school, I was thinking, right? And I didn't say I want to be a billionaire, right? Because depending on what you get into, it's not about you. And I'll tell you something else. A gift and a call is two different things. When you have a gift, it's different than when you have a calling. A gift brings you riches. Your calling brings God wealth. there's stability and wealth. Riches, it's easier for a rich man to get fit through the needle of an eye than it is for, it's okay. I'm gonna have to retract that one. Y'all have to help me out with that one. It's easier for the camel to fit through the eye of a needle than it is. Okay, we want to retract that one. But listen, because I'm just getting into this, so I'm gonna be super raw with y'all. But I think a lot of y'all know what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's also good to study, right? But this is what it's about. I'm just jumping into this. See, if you wait until you're prepared, you'll never step into it. Sometimes you just have to throw yourself in a pool. It's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. So what you do, you have to concentrate, and you have to understand what you're asking. You have to understand what you're asking brings you in life. Me, I'm not looking to be rich, but I definitely am seeking to be wealthy. When you do things for yourself, you can get rich. I'm not trying to say that your efforts won't get you to where you gotta go, because sometimes you'll get somewhere on your own merit, and then you'll get there, and then you'll realize how important God is, and then God will help you stabilize where you're at and take you to different places. So I don't want to discourage anybody not to chase their dreams. I just want y'all to understand how important God is. See, what happens is, like for instance with me, I didn't have this, this wasn't in my repertoire about a month and a half ago. Like, this literally just came to me. It literally just came to me. I'm in the wilderness, but I'm on my way. I'm not driving right now, I'm on a bus, but I do live on my own, right? But that's another story. There's a reason I'm not driving, right? And it's basically my fault. So I got sat down by God, right? And so now I'm sitting and I'm about to receive what I lost back, but now I have a different idea and different things that I can do with this new mode of transportation that I'm about to receive. And see, things like this only come from the Holy Spirit. So you have to be connected to the Holy Spirit. First, the Holy Trinity is so important. So I just want y'all to know that. I don't want to be no holy roller or anything like that, but I am of God. I respect everybody's religion, so I just want y'all to be comfortable with mine so I can be comfortable. I'm going to be comfortable with y'all anyway, because this is just who I am. I've been who I was before I stepped in front of this camera, which I really didn't want to do, but I felt like I was being led to be a physical example so that you guys can really see the physical manifestation of what it looks like when a man has gave himself an opportunity by sitting down and relaxing and let life take its course. And I just sit back and relax and think and meditate. And once again, meditation is not always you got to go somewhere and sit down and close your eyes like yoga and all that. Meditation is just you being able to sit still by yourself. You have to be able to distance yourself from individuals so that you can think and so that ideas can come to you. Ideas come to us all day long, right? But sometimes we forget those ideas, and sometimes we're not in a position that we can receive these ideas because we're so surrounded by everyone and so many voices in our minds and so many people around saying so many things. You're having so much fun and you're not really dedicating yourself to something that can bring you fun and an opportunity to stabilize yourself for your future. That's what I'm here to do. I want all y'all to stabilize yourself for the future as kings, queens, and pharaohs. That's what we do. Pyramid societies create your own path to make yourself wealthy and whatever you want to be and choose to be in life. For all races. If you're in a Caucasian school with all Caucasians, man, listen. The competition is stiff. So in order to be a valedictorian, you have to outwork the hardest worker. And that's not easy. You have to be one with yourself. You have to have that discipline. You have to have that fight inside you. You have to give yourself a reason. Well, why do I want to do this? What is fueling me? And if it's just to be the best, then yeah, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. And you can do it. It's in you. If it wasn't in you, then you wouldn't be able to, that thought wouldn't come to your mind to be able to want to do it. So it's in you. I'm just trying to encourage you to get there. All races, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, blacks, whatever type of thing, whatever you want and see for yourself, you have to outwork everybody. All black school, all Mexican school, all Puerto Rican school. They're intelligent people in every area of life, every school. I don't care if it's in the middle of the hood. I don't care if it's in a poverty-stricken area. There are valedictorians, and you have to outwork them if you want to get somewhere. Me, I really didn't do good in school. I did college. I really didn't want to do college, but I wasn't given an option. It was just like, oh, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Again, I lived with both of my parents growing up. So, my mother was educated and my father wasn't so much, He's a urban guy. He's a street, I don't want to call him a street guy, but he's a street knowledgeable guy. You understand me? And so, I didn't have an option. And it wasn't until I got older until I realized, well, I really didn't even want to do that. I barely made it through high school. I was like a C student at best. And I had other things that I wanted to do, but when you living with your parents, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. These are the rules of the household. And so you do have to respect the rules of the household, but you don't have to stay there. You can get yourself together and you should move out. You shouldn't be living with your parents at 25 years old. So who's ever watching this, I want you to start thinking about how you can get on your own, so that you can create your own environment where you'll thrive. And listen, please comment. Give me some comments in the comment section, man. Let's dialogue together, because I want to learn from y'all as well as y'all learning from me. Let's grow together. Let's grow together. That's what we're doing. We're growing together, because as long as I try to help heal y'all, I'm going to be healed as well. And that's what it's all about. It's also about creating a legacy for yourself and your kids, whether you have sons or daughters, one son, one daughter. It's about creating a legacy. It's about being the best example for your kids that you can be. Don't be who you aren't, be who you are. Don't fake it till you make it. Because when you fake it till you make it, what you're doing is you're delaying becoming the real you. The more you fake it, the less time you have to make it. The more you spend time faking it, you're taking away from the time that you can be finding out who you are, that you can make it. You understand me? King's business. Ladies, same thing. Same thing. I really would like the men and the women, the ladies, the young gents and the young ladies, I would like y'all to stop just, flying by night, man. Some of y'all have real opportunities. Let's create a space for ourselves that we can thrive, so that we can do much better. We can provide more opportunities for one another, especially for yourself and your family. King's business. That's what it's really all about. So, I just want to take a minute, man. I'm finna start putting out some more videos. It's so nice out here. Again, I'm on my lunch break. I got a job. I'm not going to be here forever, man. I plan to go places. But I want to grow with y'all. I want y'all to grow with me and see what it looks like when you start something off. And when you... It's not that I'm going to finish in front of y'all, because work is never done. But I'm finna start. I'm definitely going to start. Again, don't be who you aren't. Be who you are. Be who you are. Don't be who you aren't. take another deep breath. Breathing also helps. It helps with a lot. Deep breathing is a deep thing. It helps with your breathing. It helps you breathe better. It helps you make better decisions because you practice patience. When you could just sit somewhere and take a deep breath, that's pretty profound. You're a life on this earth. Enjoy it. Appreciate it. Be the best you can be. Thank y'all for tuning in to Pyramid Society. I'm Mike, and it's a beautiful day. It's really a beautiful day, man. In spite of everything that we going through with the pandemic, I send my condolences to everyone who's lost somebody during this time. I really do. And I want y'all to have some strength. I want y'all to build up the strength to be able to make it through, because I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. But all of our loved ones, all of your loved ones will want you to do, that's what they will want you to do. They will want you to be your best. They imparted it into you to be your best. A lot of y'all from poverty-stricken areas, and it's cool to say, oh, I came from nothing. Man, stop saying you came from nothing, man. Your relatives, man, your grandma, your mama, your daddy, somebody, your uncles, your big brother, your big sister, somebody really put a lot of effort into making a poverty-stricken situation comfortable for you to where as though you really wouldn't notice it. So don't put their efforts in vain and brag that you came from nothing, because you came from something. You came from something. Where I understand when you say, okay, I came from a poverty-stricken situation, but it's not that you came from nothing. You are somebody. You came from something. Keep that in mind, y'all. Remember that. All right? Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Stay safe. Thanks for tuning in.